Alright, what's up guys? Bodycam Edition has uploaded a video titled When an Entitled Teen is Finally Told No. Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to it's gonna go down in a way where it's like, yeah, them cops are gonna be like, dang man, like why do we show up to this to this call and stuff, like, man, we next time we gotta start ignoring this stuff. There's like, nah bro, we can't be a part of these no more. But nah, anyways, let's go ahead and see how this video goes down. Make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Bodycam Edition for more videos like this. And with that being
On
said,
August 1st, 2023, officers responded to a call about a woman threatening her mother and possibly becoming physical.
oh wow,
She fled with a toddler upon their arrival.
wow, dang, so yeah, you really don't have no choice but to respond to that call. That's crazy. Threatening your parent is a crazy thing. That's something where I'm like, man, that's like, I'll playfully threaten my mom, where it's all like, oh, I'll put you in the full Nelson, or I'll drop kick you. I say things where it's like, okay, I know I'm not gonna do that. But man, to like, to really have that type of anger or aggression to like anybody in your family, I mean, yeah, that's some wild stuff, man. It's something where I'm like, I don't know. I think I would keep myself distance if I feel that way, or get some professional help, because yeah, that's pretty crazy. But anyway,
Mom, why the f would you do this? Why the f would you do this?
Stop.
No, let go of me right now.
just the mom. This must be the mom walking down the
You're
street.
acting like this.
Look what she's doing. She did this.
This is not helping the situation.
Mom, are you serious right now?
Stop.
Mom, are you serious? No, I'm not.
Give me the baby.
No, I'm not giving you him. Mom, are you serious? Are you f***ing serious? Mom! Why would you do this? Look what you're doing to my kid! Look what you're doing to my kid!
It's like, look what you're doing to my kid. Meanwhile, you put your kid in that environment to where, yeah, the kid's gonna see cops, the kid's gonna hear you screaming. And it's like, it's one of those things where if you had your life together, you wouldn't have to be worried about stuff like this. But yeah, I find that odd. It's like, what are you going through in life to where your parent has to call the cops on you? Like, that's something where, you guys sit down and think about stuff like that. How would that make you feel, where, let's say, when your kid gets older, it's something that you have to deal with? Yeah, you're gonna be feeling a certain way about that, where it's like, it's saying that just from a parent's perspective, where it's like, you got to do that. Yeah, I know that has to be hard on the parent, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, if you threatening your parent and stuff, yeah, it's one of those things where, yeah, she had every right to call the cops on you. So anyways,
No! No!
I know people will probably argue with that about like, oh, you shouldn't call the cops on your kid shouldn't threaten you. It goes one way and the other. So yeah, it's one of those things where there ain't no argument, or to defend this girl. She put herself in that situation. So
No, Mom! Mom!
she's still trying to use her phone. Dang, people, they really be on their phone, man.
Look what you're doing to my kid! I hate you. I hate you.
You got her?
I'm gonna f you up. I'm gonna f you up. I'm gonna f you up.
Her own mom.
221.
Hold on, let me just turn my... No. I can have my phone! No. Can I just write down some numbers before my phone dies?
We may have local.
Can you write down the number before my phone dies? Hello? Can you write down somebody's number before my phone dies?
You want us to do favors when you're acting like this?
Okay, I will get up. Can you please just write down a number before my phone dies?
So be advised,
You're just
this
gonna
time
have to
you
die.
I'm
pretty sure your phone ain't got that battery save mode. If it pops up, I'll think about turning it on. But it's like, you out here threatening your parent, you think that I'm gonna... It's one of those things where I'm like, I'm close with my parents. That's something that I would, like I said, playfully, not seriously, but yeah, that's just something where I'm like, I don't get that. I just don't get where it's like, what are you possibly going through to where you felt that there was a need to do that? But anyways,
Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna roll you over. Your right
stand
side.
me up. No, just stand me up front. I can go on my feet. Look.
Stand you up front.
Can I get somebody's phone number out of there before my phone dies?
What's going on between you and your mom?
Bro, this is what she does. This is what she do. I was cooking dinner. She came in and just started with me. This is what she do. Y'all know this. I hate that. I hate her. I literally hate that.
Who do you want, Matt?
Yes, please just write down his number.
Back up.
Go to done, hit done, right there. And then Jesse's, please. Like, y'all know this is what she do. Like, y'all know I've been doing good. No, y'all know I've been doing good for years. This is bullshit.
Fine, but you don't run.
No, this is bullshit.
With us.
You're running with a child.
How's she doing this? Because all she wants is my kid, bro.
All you had to do was stop.
No, wait, so I can go to jail? So I can go to jail?
I don't even know what you would have done.
Bro, nothing.
It's like, ma'am, the thing is this. If when the cops get called on you and there's a reason on them arresting you, they're not going to just let you go. And especially on top of that, it's like, fam, if you can't teleport and ain't got no rocket ship out in the middle of wherever this area is at, you gonna get caught by the cops, all right? So by car, by foot, by scooter, by hoverboard, by whatever, you gonna get caught, all right? So yeah, it's just one of those things where it's funny, like when people they get so pressed about themselves getting arrested, but it's like you put yourself in that situation of getting arrested. Don't put yourself in the situation of getting arrested. You don't have to get arrested. But anyways,
We know there was a potential scuffle between you and your mom. That's all we knew.
Jesse, hit info right there. It says right there, Jesse, hit info. So what am I being arrested for?
You have a
Now
warrant.
you're obstructing. You have a warrant. You took off running when I pulled up and said, Abby, stop.
Because
You
this
took
is
off.
bullshit. This is bullshit. I hate her. Like, I hate her. I literally hate her, guys. Like, I've been doing good. Like, this is bullshit.
I know, we haven't dealt.
and that's the scene. That's the dark reality of stuff like that. You know what? She should watch this movie. It's a movie where it's like, I feel like it would be very, very fitting. Don't know what the situation. Yeah, maybe the mom might be an evil person. If she is, then that's just something that she's gonna have to live with. All right. But it's still, I feel like that, by you acting out and getting the cops called on you, I'm saying it's one of those things where, if I felt that that's what was happening, where it's like, yeah, let's say if I was in a situation where my parent was doing some like just evil-minded stuff, I'm separating myself. I'm not going to continuously keep being there and things and keep putting myself in that environment. The next thing you know, I'm being arrested and stuff on something where I didn't, yeah. And it's like, yeah, let's say she didn't do anything. So, yeah, I'm not trying to go through that all the time. So that's why I'm like, I'll take my kid and I would go somewhere far, far away to where I'm like, no, you ain't seeing me no more. If I'm every time we get into to it or have, because I'm pretty sure they did, they had to have had some sort of argument. And yeah, the mom felt that there was a reason to call the cops. If it gets to that point, then yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna separate myself, and yeah, if we work things out, then cool. But I just really do think that it's something on the daughter and stuff, because she yeah, but no, like I said, there's this movie called Imitation of Life. It's one of those movies where it's like, if you sit down and watch it or know about that movie, you'll understand why the daughter needs to sit down and watch that movie. You talking about you hate your mom's guts and all these other different crazy things, like, I ain't gonna say the word, but you gonna mess her up and stuff. But yeah, it's stuff like that where I'm like, yeah, it's like I feel like that if the situation in that movie is this current situation right now, there is gonna be a day where and it's sad, but there is gonna be a day, and I don't like to say dark things like this and put it out in existence, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, we all ain't gonna live long enough to see the whole version of this world, and that goes for everybody. That goes for these cops, that goes for all these homeowners in this video, that goes for myself, that goes for everybody. There is gonna be a day where she wished that she could have fixed things with her mom. It's gonna be too late. I tried the best I could possibly say, or the best, like, I tried my best to say in a, like, I guess, like, non-dark way, but yeah, at the same time, it's like I'm pretty sure she got the message and things. So yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, if it's that bad, then separate yourself. But if it's fixable, try fixing it. But anyway,
With you in a long time.
Okay, so why are y'all treating me like this? Like,
Took
it's
off
not
running
funny.
with a child in your
I was
hand.
jogging. I can run
Well,
with my kid.
Not when I tell you to stop.
You said Abby.
Yeah, and you looked right at me.
You said Abby. You didn't say stop right away.
No, I said, Abby, stop. And
You
then
said-
that's when you took off. So
Ain't
if
nothing
that's
in
your
there.
story, go ahead.
There ain't nothing in there. Just some clothes. So if I cooperate, can you not do another obstruction, please? Like if I cooperate, can you not do that? Like, I don't want none of you charging me. I just want to do shit. At this point, like, this shit is annoying. I hate her so much.
What even happened?
Bro, I was just in there cooking dinner and she just came and started on me.
Okay,
All she does is just call me a piece of shit, call me worthless, just reminds me of my past. Like, it's been very
So I
mentally
would just, my
exhausting.
thing is this: if it's her place, leave the place. If it's your place, I'm like, fam, get out. I'm like, you ain't gonna be talking crazy to be talking about I'm worthless and all this other stuff. And I'm like, and I ain't even say or do anything to you. But yeah, I imagine that there's, there's two sides to that story. It ain't gonna just be all like, oh, she just came in there just mad aggression and anger, and you ain't did nothing to engage it. But if that is the truth, if you didn't do anything to engage it and she just randomly started going off on you, like I said, if that's her place, leave. If it's your place, like, fam, get out. You ain't gonna be talking crazy to me in my own place. That goes for anybody. So that's one of those things I'm like, nah. And I know people are gonna probably be all like, oh, it's like you say that to your own people's, your parent, family, whoever it is that is in my place saying disrespectful things. I'm like, you can leave. I'm like, cause I'm saying that to me, it's like, it's stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, you can leave or you can treat me with a little bit of respect in my own place. I'm like, that goes for any and everybody. So yeah, I'm like, rules is ready to eat for everybody. I'm like, I ain't gonna be sitting there just taking disrespect like, oh, just because, oh, it's a parent situation or it's whoever. I'm like, yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, I ain't never said nothing disrespectful like that, so I'm like, please, just, I'm like, show me that same respect. That's all I ask for. That's too much, then yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, like I say, if it's the mom's place, then I'm like, then I will leave. If it's their place, then I'm like, you can leave. Either way, somebody gotta leave, because I'm like, that's not a healthy household. But anyways.
It's just getting old. Like, I'm just tired of it. Like, I moved back here to save up money because I've had my 3-bedroom house for 3 years now. And, like, it just got tiring being a single mom, having to pay all the bills and everything. It's just tiring. So I moved back with my mom to save money, and it's just been nothing but hell. Like, I just been trying to get help.
So she's calling you, you're in there cooking, she calls you names.
Yes,
And obviously sets you off. Okay, just let me talk for a second. And from there,
I left.
what does anything physically happen? Is she going to have any injuries? Is she going to tell me you hit her or anything like that?
Nothing like that.
Okay.
I just was banging on the door like, open the door, let me get my kid. She's like, no, you're not taking him nowhere. And I said, I have custody of my kid. Like, you can't tell me what I can and cannot do with my kid. Like, at all. And then she's like, if you try taking him, I'm gonna call the police. And so that's when she called y'all.
Okay. Why did you decide you want to take off?
Because she's so annoying. I'm just sick of it. Like, I fucking hate her. Like, I hate her. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I have a warrant in Barberton right now. Just,
we were notified of that.
I'm sure you were, like.
Well, no, dispatch found you. We obviously know who you are.
And like, I was gonna go, been saving
What
up
do you
money.
have a warrant for in Barberton?
Because I was in the hospital, I went into the psych ward at Sunrise Vista in Canton, and I was supposed to have court, and I went in there, like, I didn't know I had court because it was, like, so soon, and I didn't see the court, I didn't get the paper in the mail yet.
Okay.
So when I went in there, I guess I had court, and I have a doctor's excuse and everything, like, for me missing court and everything.
Okay. Well, what's the charge in relation to?
Well, so when I had an OBI, and then they told me, when they sentenced me, they told me, like, if you catch any, like, just don't catch any charges in the next 2 years. I was like, okay. Like, I didn't know that means I was on probation or anything. So they're like, if you catch any charges, you'll be in trouble. I didn't know that. And so I got a disorderly conduct because the person that was living with me put her hands on me. And like, and so I called the police, and then they came, and I was recording them and stuff because they were like, she was like trying to make it seem like it was my fault, so I was recording. So they took me into jail for, I think, disorderly conduct. And yeah, I think that's it. And then that was, I guess, a probation violation. I didn't even know I was on probation. They just told me not to get in trouble for 2 years.
Yeah, that's probation.
Then,
If they tell you, so just because they don't say it's probation, they don't mean like, oh, that just means they just saying something. No, that's probation. That's what that is. They give you a time frame of when you can't get in trouble. After that, I guess, I guess, like, yeah, it's gonna be somewhere I think, I don't know, maybe they might write it off and just be like, oh, you know, it's like, okay, well, it's like this is like little minor charges and stuff. But yeah, it's like try to separate yourself, you know, from the environment. If you gonna find yourself getting into it with people, your mom, friends, and anybody else, I'm like, yeah, separate yourself from the environment. But anyways,
You want to take that, you can take her, and I'll take this back to the kitchen.
We'll go down to my car then.
Hi,
Hello.
you can come in.
All right. She was arrested on the warrant and obstructing because she ran from us. But I wanted to come over and find out what was going on that originally brought us here.
Yeah, so they... It's okay, now he's scared. It's okay, he's not gonna hurt you, baby. He's okay. Say hi. Say hi. Give him knuckles. Give him 5. Can you give him 5?
Big 5?
Yeah,
All
he's a
right.
good guy. It's okay. So she moved in here because she lost her place up there, and she's been driving without a license for like a long time. But she bullies me and takes my car. So I said I'm not paying for it anymore. So I had it repossessed. I'm just like, I'm just done. So I told her nicely. I said they're coming to get the car tonight, and we'll just figure something else out. And she just like flipped shit and was like, I have all these messages saying she's gonna beat my ass and she hopes I die, and like I've done nothing but help her whole entire life, and I'm tired of it, you know. So I've been trying to protect him and try to keep the peace. She just does whatever she wants to do, and I
Is that
like,
the keys that were in one of the bags? Were they to the car?
I don't know. Did
Okay.
you find anything else in them bags?
No.
That's a shocker. She takes off. The guy was coming. She takes off, drives, leaves, says she's leaving. And I said, just come back. Like, there's a simple solution to this, you know? Like, I can't pay for the car. You can't pay for... I bought the car for her, okay? Like, when she had a license.
Uh-huh.
And then she got a DUI, like her second one. I can't pay for the car, you know, and I can't pay for. I have 2 cars. I have
yeah,
my own
I'm like,
car.
my thing is this. I'm like, yeah, get her, maybe, yeah, have it where it's like it's a situation where you pay for it, or yeah, just get the car right then and there. But then she makes the payments and stuff. So yeah, I'm like, how I would have did that. I'm like, I'll get the car for you, but you gotta make the payments. So I'm like, cause I ain't gonna buy the car and make the payments. So I'm like, it's either or. The thing is this: you put up a significant amount of money, and then I'll make the payments. But it gotta be like you gotta put up a lot of money and stuff. So it ain't like, I guess, like a long term thing of me making the payments. But either way, I'm like, you gonna have to put some money down on this car and stuff. So, but yeah, then if it's a situation where it's like she's getting DUIs or just yeah, overall drinking and driving and stuff, whatever, because I know there's like multiple. It's like DUI, and it's like, I think it was like D double I or something, driving while under the influence. I don't know, there's multiple different like charges and stuff, and I'm like, that's I'm like, yeah, it's just, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, I ain't even going fool with it. It's like DWI or something. Like, I don't know. Like my brain ain't braining right now. But I know there's like multiple ways of like catching the drinking and driving charge. But overall, it's like, yeah, it's one of those things where it's just, you know, she's doing that. I'm like, then you making the payments. If you gonna be out here crashing out while driving the car and stuff, or doing some old crazy things, then yeah, then it's like you making the payments. And I'm like, I ain't gonna be making payments to you out here drinking and driving, getting the car towed, and I gotta do all. Nah, you making the payments on that stuff. So, anyways.
Then I had another car, and so I just said I'm gonna return it, and she just went crazy. Like,
So what do you mean she went crazy? Like just started yelling, or did it become physical?
well, she left. She just took off because
Okay.
she's like, I'm taking the car. They're not gonna get it.
Okay.
And then it was all texting stuff, you know.
Okay.
Like, and then I said, just bring the car back. You know, he was here waiting, so she was coming back to get him to leave. You know, she's like, well, I already called my case because we have an open. I called Children's Services on her several months ago because of her drinking.
So she left with the car originally and then
So she
came
got
back to
Yeah,
get
so
him?
she left. So then she came back. I
What?
had the door locked because she doesn't have keys. And then she was kicking it in. And then I let her in. And she got my phone because I was talking to the cops because I knew if she came in, she was going to punch me. And I didn't want him to see all that. So I just let her in. And then she took my phone and threw it out in the yard. And then she grabbed him and went in her bedroom and packed up some stuff. And they went out the front door. And then I was out there gathering up the stuff that was laying in the yard.
Okay.
And I was just kind of watching where she was going because she has friends down the road, and I didn't want her to go in there and hide, you know.
Right.
I was just watching her. And then I saw you guys coming, so I went to get him. And I don't know why all of this is like this because it was nothing. You know, like there was nothing, and I don't want him to get taken from us, from her. Well, I don't care about her. Like, I'm done with her. Like,
Dang. It's messed up on both parts where it's like the daughter says what she said and the mom saying what she's saying, but I think they, yeah, you know, like just separating from one another, you know, and then yeah, maybe for like some special events, like maybe they might have a sibling, and then I don't know if or somebody in the family where if they get married, they yeah show up for them. If you guys want to work on some stuff, you can, but if not, yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm like separating yourself from the individual. It might be best, but anyways.
so I mean, like I have messages where she's threatening me.
The
Do I
things that
believe?
the things
Yeah.
that she's saying in there. Do you want to pursue criminal charges for menacing
I mean, she lives here,
or
so like,
domestic?
I just hate to keep more charges on her, but then it's just she's gonna come back here and just keep doing that.
So when she left with the car the first time, she was sending text
Trespasser.
messages.
Yeah,
Is that right?
bad
she
thing.
was like, I mean, if you want me to go through the whole thing,
Or how long has this been going on for today?
I got home at like 5:30 because like I was coming at 6.
Okay.
So
Did he just leave with the car? I saw a tow truck leaving with the car. Okay.
yeah, he was waiting here because I figured she was like, God, I hate your guts. I wish you would just die already. Get my son dressed, so we're leaving. I said, no, you're not. Yes, I am. I promise you. I said we can go get my aunt's car and I can drive that for a while. I said, bring the car here now. I'm going to call the police. I'll beat your ass. I said, I'm not doing this to hurt you, Abby. I don't understand why you can't. I cannot pay for the car. We can't have a car if we don't pay for it. That's stealing. Like that's what I'm trying to get into her head. Not thing is, you paid me. She paid me $700 at the beginning of the month. I had to move her home, run a U-Haul, all this other stuff. Okay, and then she's like, I'm literally going to beat the living out of you. I'm going to you up. If I come back there without Auntie's car right now, I'm gonna you up. I literally will beat the brakes off of you. I'm about to you up. I'm out. I'm leaving town.
That's
Is that
crazy.
something that's common for her to do, to say?
Do you know her?
Yeah, but I'm asking you.
Yeah, I mean that she tells me that every day.
Right.
I mean, so. I mean, I don't know. Could I just think about it for tonight?
There'll be a report already made, though. Just so you know, it'll just depend on what we do with it. So you can give us a call. I'm here till 6 in the morning, and we can figure out what we're going to do with it. Okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Messed up, man.
The daughter was charged with obstruction and menacing. Share your thoughts below and remember to like and subscribe for more videos.
Yeah, it's a messed up situation, you know, being involved in stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, it's best, you know, separate. And I mean, yeah, you know, the daughter, if she has a drinking problem, sounds like she does. I mean, if you got charges, and then it's like mom saying, yeah, then it's like it's something where, you know, you might need to work on that and things, because it would get to a point where it's like, yeah, if like police get involved and they see how you're acting and then your kid is present, yeah, that can be a situation where you get your kid taken away. So it might be, you know, for the best if the mom, the kid's grandmother, that mom, she watches the kid. But yeah, overall I'm like, yeah, it just seems like, yeah, you know, it's a tough world for both parties. I'm like, daughter gotta work on stuff. And but yeah, the mom, it's like, you know, maybe it's I don't know. I can't really think of anything to say about the mom, but it's like, yeah, it's something where it's just, you know, if you don't care about the daughter don't care about the mom, like I said, it's best to just separate, you know, come together when there is time to, yeah, you know, and the kid grows up, he graduating from high school or something, but yeah, you know, have it where it's like you show up for that. And just, you know, for the support and things, the support of the you know, the child and stuff. But anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you go subscribe to Body Cam Edition for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.